It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
HeritageFilms.com. They started in Houston, but they filmed so many families in DFW. Al J here for HeritageFilm.com, founded by Chance McClain. Had lunch with him, and I said, man, I wish I would have had this idea, Chance, because this is fantastic. It's not a slideshow video. They're full-scale productions with studio lighting, multiple cameras, and storytelling that will last generations. YourHeritageFilm.com. Again, that's YourHeritageFilm.com. Make your lifetime unforgettable with YourHeritageFilm.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. On your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard helps you sell for more with repairs that attract the right buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
820 WBAP, Fort Worth, Dallas. 93.3 WBAP FM, Halton City, Dallas, Fort Worth. And KPLX HD2, Fort Worth, Dallas.
American soil, I'm Jane Fergus, Fox News. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife were captured in a U.S. military strike today and were transported to New York City, where they face drug and weapons charges. Fox's Madeline Rivera has more.
Maduro and his wife have landed in New York after being transported on the USS Iwo Jima. The president conveying as being a last-ditch operation to get Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro out of power after several attempts have failed. A superseding indictment from the Southern District of New York alleges Maduro sits atop a corrupt, illegitimate government that for decades has leveraged government power to protect and promote illegal activity, including drug trafficking. But the president, Trump, indicates there's an interest in the country's oil too, forecasting a future in which he sees oil companies rebuilding the country's oil infrastructure. Today, there are growing questions about what comes next. The president says they'll be working to designate people to run the country in the coming days.
House Minority Leader Chuck Schumer reacting to the Venezuelan operation, saying Congress wasn't given enough information and that congressional leadership needs a briefing immediately.
Let the Gang of Eight briefing occur ASAP, soon as today, even if possible, although we'd have to go to skips, and the all senators, all congressmen brief. They have not given us any details about what happened and haven't gotten even back to us on whether they've agreed to our request.
House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries also criticized the administration in a statement for not telling Congress about the attack. In response, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said sensitive conditions needed to be met for the operation to happen, but that lawmakers were notified after the event. America's listening to Fox News.
Everyone, this is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
Neil McDonough portrays Jesus. Stacey Keach, Sean Astin, Michael York, and Kristen Bell provide the voices for some of Jesus' notable followers. A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told, the life of Jesus.
Make sure to spread the word.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
This is Jason Chapin from the Jason in the House podcast. Join me every Monday to dive deeper into the latest political headlines and chat with remarkable guests to hear their take on American life, politics, and entertainment. And don't forget, there's always somebody doing something stupid somewhere.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com
or wherever you download podcasts.
Must listen to podcasts from Fox News Audio.
News Talk 820 WBAP.
And now on FM at 93.3.
A Dallas protest against the Maduro arrest. I'm Sean Dion from the WBAP 24/7 News Center. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was arrested and captured and removed from that country Saturday morning and brought to the United States in a dramatic U.S. military operation.
That resulted in a gathering of anti-war groups in downtown Dallas to protest. The military incursion came after increased pressure on Venezuela by the Trump administration in recent weeks.
The demonstration at Main Street Garden Park was put together by a coalition of over a dozen organizations. The DFW Anti-War Committee posted on Instagram over 2 weeks ago that the organizations have planned to gather in response to any U.S. attack on Venezuelan soil. The attack drew praise from Governor Greg Abbott and Senator Ted Cruz. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Texas State Representative James Tallarico, who are both running as Democrats for U.S. Senate, criticized it as illegal, reckless, unconstitutional, and not what the American people asked for. Steve Cumming, WBAP 24/7 News.
The Texas Responsible Artificial Intelligence Governance Act, also known as House Bill 149, is officially on the books. The new state law sets guardrails for AI, requiring more transparency and notifying people when they are interacting with artificial intelligence. It also creates a state advisory group to monitor how the technology is being used moving forward. And now your WBAP weather forecast. Sunshine and clouds mixed. A high of 64 in the afternoon. The sun will be out at 7:31. It'll set at 5:35. Looking at the temp now, it's clear and 51 in Dallas and clear and 49 in Fort Worth. I'm Sean Dion on your new home for Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays 11 a.m. till 2, News Talk 820 and 93.3 FM, WBAP.
Most advisors leave your portfolio on autopilot. At DTN Wealth, we steer ahead. We move when risk shows, not after losses pile up. Let's protect what you've built. Call DTN Wealth at 817-438-6752. 817-438-6752 or visit online at dtnwealthplanning.com. DTN Wealth. It's time to disrupt the norm.
HeritageFilms.com. They started in Houston, but they filmed so many families in DFW. Al J here for HeritageFilm.com, founded by Chance McClain. Had lunch with him, and I said, man, I wish I would have had this idea, Chance, because this is fantastic. It's not a slideshow video. They're full-scale productions with studio lighting, multiple cameras, and storytelling that will last generations. YourHeritageFilm.com. Again, that's YourHeritageFilm.com. Make your lifetime unforgettable with YourHeritageFilm.com.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins. Making sense of it all. Now I get it. And having some fun. Lighting those freshes. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. What's Friday? You know what that means. Friday 5. Countdown.
The countdown is on. It's our favorite time of the week. Friday 5.
It will test your head and your mind and your brain.
On the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right. Our countdown today is so close to Christmas. Greatest Christmas songs of all time. Well, it's something we've ranked before. As an added bonus, we have some personal favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Of like songs that you love to hear that probably wouldn't make the top 5 because it either wasn't that big or iconic, or maybe it doesn't stand the test of time, but a lot of people still know it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So as we go with our regular 5, we'll sprinkle in some of the ones that we actually really love, personally. And some of those might be a surprise, some not so much. The number 1-888-485-MVCR. Who's up first, David?
Let's talk to Jim first. Hey, Jim.
Hey, guys. Happy holidays. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, buddy.
Are you? Yeah, hey, happy holidays, guys. And Merry Christmas. And for those of you who don't like that, not too bad.
Merry Christmas, bud.
Merry Christmas, bud.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go with one I know that Jamie and David really, really love. It's Paul McCartney and Wings. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas.
Or did that make the 5? Did it make your list, guys, for your top 3? It did not. I know. Do you like this song?
I don't hate it. No, it's fun.
A lot of people hate it.
I know they do. Paul McCartney and Casio.
Yeah, basically just wrote in the bathroom.
Well, that's the great thing about McCartney. He could do something like that, and it's still decent.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I had to pick between that and... I'll take the McCartney all day, personally. sounds
All
fun.
right on. Legacy Box is really the easiest New Year's.
That they might be the recordings of a chorus.
From Deep Blue, Connecticut. Hey, John.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. In case Mayor Johnson of Chicago happens to be listening to your show, and really, why would he not be? I would like to remind him that the New York Giants and the New York Jets both play in New Jersey.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Yep.
So as Senator Schumer would say, go Bills.
Well done, John.
Yeah, not bad.
Anyway, I'm glad I got through because I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and thank you for everything that you've done to keep us together for the last year. And I'm sure you'll be on the clock again in 2026. But for now, back to the countdown. You can never have too much Elvis, so I'm going with Blue Christmas.
There you go. Good call. And John, Merry Christmas to you too. Appreciate you, man.
Or play the piano, or...
No, you're mocking it.
The IRS has more power than any collection agency in America. Often without warning, they can garnish your wages, levy your bank account.
Trophy or film score or Jersey gave that incredible speech.
Yep. Often from foreign countries, just to keep the largest fleet of internal combustion engine vehicles of any state in America going in California. So again, it's common sense versus climate elitism, and those two things are colliding, and affordability is going to win that because the green new scam, as it's been called, because it was a scam. It made promises it couldn't deliver on. It's done one thing. It's delivered higher prices. So whether it's electricity or gas prices, higher in blue states than they are in red states. Don't look at the averages. Look at it state by state. That's where you can see specifically where President Trump's policies are working. And that's where all the capital is going to flow. It's going to flow the new wave of investment, record investment in our country for capital expenditures in the next generation of AI. It's going to flow towards states with low energy prices. And you're going to see states like California and New York missing out on this next wave of capital investment.
Mr. Secretary, I don't think it's possible to permit a mine in a year, but are you working on critical minerals, rare earth mines? We just had this big discovery in Utah, I noted, so that by the end of the term, America will become more self-reliant on our own resources in the critical categories of rare earths?
Well, fabulous question, and great that you're so astute about this, Hugh. But it turns out you can permit a mine in less than a year. We permitted the Resolution mine they've been working to get a permit for a Resolution mine in Arizona for 29 years, and we got that mine permitted through because we got, again, Office of Surface Mining. If it's on federal land, those permits come from the Department of Interior, Bureau of Land Management, or the Office of Surface Mining. 4 months. We got them a permit in 4 months. We permitted uranium mine in America, got that restarted again. They were waiting for an EIS. EIS normally takes 2 years. We did it in 24 days. We've done some EAs, some environmental assessments, which take over a year. We've done those in 12 days. And all of this by just focusing on business process improvement. It wasn't there was no shortcuts. If a process took 2 years to deliver a permit, it wasn't 2 years worth of work. It might have been 24 days of work, interspersed by sitting for 29 or 30 days in somebody's inbox. As they did the whisper chain of sending the permitting paperwork around. Having come from a background in tech with business process thing, that's before we even applied AI to this. This was just strike forces of people saying, you come to work, all you do is focus on getting this permit out, and let's see what the actual amount of work content. I think the product that they put out on these shorter time frames is actually better than the ones that take 1 to 2 years, because you got a focused team that's really literally drilling into it and getting the work done. So, and then yesterday, the House of Representatives passed the SPEED Act, which is about improving permitting in this country and providing certainty for economic development. That's a great piece of legislation. We'll see what the Senate can make it even better and stronger. But, we have to get back as a nation to being able to build great things and build them quickly. and we have to be able to get back to actually using our resources versus having an entire armada of NGOs and legal teams who make their living stopping building stuff in America by weaponizing laws supposedly designed to protect the environment. When you kill a mining project in the U.S., you move it overseas. Again, they do it over there without the EPA, without child labor laws, without whatever. I mean, again, if you're concerned about the global environment, if you're concerned about the environment, you should want to have all of this, all the critical minerals here. That's before you even get to national security. But for national security, we've got to bring mining back alive in this country.
Have you been able to get your arms, I'm throwing a lot at you, but I just want people to know. Have you been able to get your arms around the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Bureau of Indian Affairs and all of these different agencies? The service is the worst, that have 1,000 rules, none of which often make sense, and the employees of which are not exactly the most motivated people I ever worked with.
Well, I'll tell you, we've got some great progress there as well, and let me start with U.S. Fish and Wildlife. We're going through a complete remapping and redo of the Endangered Species Act. That was, again, a classic thing of it was highly weaponized. They would have training classes. If you wanted to stop a pipeline or a transmission line or some energy project, you'd use the NEPA, use the EPA stuff to slow a project down. But if you wanted to kill it, then you used Environmental Species Act. If the ESA became the Hotel California, I asked the question when I got here, well, shouldn't we be celebrating when things come off the list opposed to going on the list? And because we became a nation where people celebrated when things went on the endangered species list. And what did it do when they went on there? Then we should be working to make those things better. 97% of the species that have ever entered that list have never come off. That's, if you were grading that on a scale of A to F, that's like an F minus. If we're actually in the recovery business, we've got to be able to get things coming off. That means we're succeeding. And we should be able to get things to come off without moving goalposts. So big progress is going to be made on ESA. On the tribal front, it's been one tribe after another in my office saying that during the Biden administration, including the Alaska North Slope, the Alaska Natives up there saying we need energy development for our economic basis, schools, healthcare, ever. So we have some big wins going on in tribal country as well.
That is a great, quick summary, Secretary Burgum. Good luck in 2026, and we'll...
So Pure Talk just had their best year ever and asked me if I'd like to thank their customers on their behalf for being so awesome. I said sure. It's important to say thanks, especially this time of year, which is why, as one of their many satisfied customers, I should probably thank Pure Talk first for keeping their customer service in this country and for providing hundreds of American jobs. I appreciate that. I also appreciate their Roundup program, which makes it easy to support America's Warrior Partnership and join the fight against veteran suicide. And I love that Pure Talk donated 1,000 hand-sewn Made in America flags to veterans around Independence Day. And of course, I really appreciate their generous support of my own foundation, MicroWorks, and their commitment to help us train the next generation of skilled workers. Having said all that, it's now my pleasure, on behalf of everyone at Pure Talk, to thank you sincerely for choosing to do business with an American wireless company that actually stands for something. And one more thing. Happy New Year.
Coverage varies by plan. See contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust, Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-289-6016. That's 800-289-6016. 800-289-6016.
It's The Mark Davis Show. The Mark Davis Show.
Are we ready for the talk show adventures of 2026? After a busy holiday season, we get back together on Monday, January 5th, kicking off a series of events. Some things we know, there are going to be some elections, but always some surprises. And the great thing for me, the thing I love, is we're going to be able to walk that path together. So get ready to join us in the new year. The journey of the talk shows of 2026 begins.
The Mark Davis Show. Weekday mornings at 7, right before Mike Gallagher at 10, on 660 AM. The Answer.
Whether you're preparing for exams, juggling family and career, or just looking to stay sharp as you age, Think Factor is here to help. Created by the same company that makes Relief Factor, Think Factor supports sharper focus, stronger recall, and clearer thinking. It's the natural way to give your brain the daily nutrients it needs for memory, attention, and even vibrant vision. Call 800-4RELIEF. 800, the number 4 relief, or visit relieffactor.com to learn more. Look, I was a little bit skeptical.